The boomer actually took off a little bit slower, but it's certainly making up for it now as it picks up the pace. 103 mile an hour mid-track. Crosses with a bottom 11.35, 136 against a 13.63 at the even, 106. Fairly even start. The Yellow Peril got the nose out a little bit quicker. He'll crack the bottom end first, crossing with a 12.53 or 118 against a 12.86, 113. You got the Commodore up there in lane 2, and it's for sale, only driven quietly on a Sunday. They start to get the boost up in it now. Nice little turbo sitting under the bonnet of that Commodore. Lane 1 will finish first, 13.11, 109 up against a 12.30 at 114. The Ute still having trouble trying to find his gearbox. Meanwhile, the sedan in lane 2 there crosses with a 15.48.89. The Ute will cross with an 18.12 at 65. Lane 2 there running a 13.62 at 106 against a 17.05 at 86. For sale, look at that, takes off first. Crankin's trying to put the power on. Lane 2 now, looking nice as it crosses through with a 12.39, a 113. Cranking will finish with a 12.83 at 116. Okay, the Ute there's out on the blocks, a bit quicker. They'll cross the tape first, finishing off with a 14.11, 102 against a 16.52 at 86. Right, a nice red light from the Tory as it just goes all over the place. No control whatsoever over that one. Lane 2, however, is starting to put a bit of grunt under his and puts the vehicle down to the bottom end of 1467 at 98 miles an hour. The old Brap there, a little bit sideways as it takes itself off, crabbing down the track with the power on it. Finishes with a 1077 at 131, up against the 1319 at 113. Red light there for the P&L haulage ute. Getting down the track though. You cross lane 1 there at 1276 115. The P&L haulage ute there at 1394 at 100. And the Joker there of a solo pass crosses through the bottom of the 903 at 177. Fairly good attitude launch there from the Commodores that stuck the nose up and took off. He'll get down to the bottom end there, crossing over with a 1359 at 75. He'd shut it off. Lane 1 will finish off with a 1423 at 107. Wait for Bobby to hit that line. There it goes, off a bit early. Seems to be tracking not too bad. Got out of the gas a little bit there, brought it back. A 146 for the 60-foot mark, and even with a balance on the throttle, a 107 miles an hour mid-track. Close battle, lane 1 there of 1302 119 against the 1289 at 112. Away it goes. Nice bit of attitude, keeping it nice and straight. 129 miles an hour mid-track, down the bottom at 859, 150 miles an hour. Oh, a bit squirrely there. There's a fair bit of tyre spin. The ute got off nicely though. Keeps his nose in front just. Gets down to the bottom end with a 1328 110 against the 1358 110. H&L Falcon ute there. Bit of an attitude as it took off. Got a little bit close to the wall. Straightens it back up now. Keeps the nose in front. Commodore will go around him at the bottom. We're at 1333 109 against the 1373 102. Candy Apple gets out of the traps nice and neat and tired. He keeps it square. 88 mile an hour mid-track. Crosses the line with a 12:37 115. The Gemini a 14:72 at 96.